Chapter 1, Page 3, Reading 1. Who Do You Trust? By Deborah Heffron, Washington. I couldn't take my eyes off the dried blood on his face, on his blue shirt, on his hands. "If you could just lend me $8, that'll get me on a bus to my parents," he pleaded. He was a neatly dressed young white male in his 20s. He was obviously distressed, yet strangely calm. We were standing in the subway station at midday in summer. The man had approached me as I had stepped off the escalator. He told me he'd been beaten up and robbed. He had gone to the police and reported the robbery, and now, being really upset, he wanted only to be with his parents. He had no money and needed bus fare. As soon as I realized that he wanted money, I was suspicious. I kept asking myself questions. Why didn't the police give him money or let him call his parents so they could pick him up? Why hadn't he washed off the blood? That's what bothered me the most. The lights were blinking on the platform. The train was coming. My questions came more and more quickly. I wanted to do the right thing. His answers didn't satisfy me. His story didn't add up. But if I were in trouble, I would hope someone would help me. $8 wasn't much, but somehow I didn't feel I should give it to him. I don't give money to the homeless man I greet every day on my street corner. I send checks to charitable organizations. I finally said, "I'm really sorry, but I don't feel comfortable giving you money. I think you should go to the Traveler's Aid at Union Station, 5 stops from here." When the train arrived, I ran toward it, afraid that the man would follow me. As I waited at the door, I glanced around and saw that he was looking into space. Had I done the right thing? I asked myself as I got into the car. Later, I phoned my husband and told him about the man. "I really want to know what you think. Do you think I'm a bad person? Do you think I should have helped that kid?" My confidence was gone. I pleaded with a child's voice. "No, you're not a bad person. Your natural tendency is always to be helpful, and if your instincts told you not to trust this guy, then I know you did the right thing," my husband reassured me. For as long as I can remember, I've thought about what it means to be a good person, to do the right thing, to make the right choices. A few days after the subway incident, my husband phoned me at work and said, "I'm calling to tell you that you're still a good person and I can prove it. In this morning's newspaper is the story of a scam. A young, white, bloodied man stops women at subway stations and asks for money." I was jubilant. I was redeemed. I had not misread the situation. I had not ignored someone in need. I speak to my mother every Sunday morning. When I tell her about something that happened during the week, she'll sometimes say, "That's so nice. You're such a good person, Debbie." It always surprises me. There's such comfort in those words, in that blessing. For the moment, I believe her.